I will start off by giving a short summary of the excerpt of the circle. The excerpt starts off by us being introduced to a speaker whose name is Gus. He is presenting about an app named Lala. He introduces us to the app's main features and then moves on to a more visual showing of the app's features as he gets someone from the audience named Francis, whom is there with a girl named May, presumably his date. Francis and Gus start speaking about the app's features through May's personal information, and May gets progressively more and more embarrassed. This is quite clearly shown through the following quotes. May thought she'd puke. What was happening? This isn't real, she said to herself. It is to be interpreted in the way that May is appalled by Francis going on stage. It also shows the true disbelief that May has towards the situation. The second quote is the following. Her face was in her hands, her eyes peeking from under her trembling fingers. This shows that May is embarrassed due to the fact that Francis has called her out on stage. The two quotes paint a quite vivid picture of how May is as a person, as it shows some of her emotions when put under a quite embarrassing situation. It is this embarrassing situation which I believe is the cause of her reacting the way she does. I also believe that Francis behaving strangely also has some role in May's reaction. This leads me to how Francis behaves during this presentation. Francis is described as being shy and yet shining with confidence. This leads me to believe that Francis being on stage is part of the presentation. This leads to the impact the two speakers have on the audience. The atmosphere of the audience is a mixture of being amazed by the app and its qualities and being entertained by the speaker, who is able to introduce an element of humor into the presentation, which gives plenty of laughs in return. For example, when Gus responds to the girl saying he's awesome in quite a theatrical manner. At last, it is abundantly clear that the message behind this excerpt is that the line between technology and people's privacy is not to be broken, as it will result in some quite awkward or even embarrassing situations. It could also result in people being hurt, as this app allows a grotesque form of stalking, as it shows every interaction a given person has on the internet.